Greetings, greetings. This is my son Goddess 777. I am not going to be up here long. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I want to talk about um how comical how comical it was to listen at this man get up here looking like this at his age. And age ain't nothing but a number, but this is crazy, making a fool out of himself. But I guess like who was saying brother Sear was saying, and like we were saying, it was a full moon, and he's a Sagittarius. It was a full moon in Sagittarius, so he was doing a ritual, and he had to show them folks how relevant he is. He had to prove his worth because it's a distraction too. Because he was in those Epstein files like a few times. They said he was the house ninja. He was the house ninja that would distract the black people when they needed when they needed us to calm down. They would send him out as a psyop, like he the one that silenced Kaepernick with the kneeling, talking about it's time to stop kneeling. And then he sold out the people and partnered with the NFL and all those schools he was supposed to have in the community. It was all about him serving himself. And they even said allegedly that he was the reason why Jay Prince and them couldn't get their own distribution companies back in the day. Allegedly, Diddy was involved in it too, snitching those Southern. Even though I don't agree with all the tactics. I don't agree with the pimping, and I don't agree with the stuff that's done with the women and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with abuse of women. I never agree with that type of thing. But at the same time, we're gonna talk about the origins of that. Okay, I don't agree with all the tactics. I don't agree with a lot of the this violence and stuff. But honey, at the same time, we're gonna talk about the origins of all this pimping and these COINTEL pros and COINTEL. Where did it start from? Where did all this pimping and this can I say it, the ex trafficking start from? Where did we gonna talk about the origins of that? And I'm not even gonna be here long because I'd be too long with him. I'm gonna get right to the point. I don't understand. Like I respect the fact that the South really built themselves up from the bottom. And yes, I roll in the North too. I travel all over. I have origins. I'm a very diverse person, but I was born in the South. So the Southern rappers, they had to come from the ground up. Like they didn't have any distributions of the New York and the big time small hats distributions like Hollywood back in them. They had to get it out of the ground. They really didn't pay them no attention. They didn't pay that Southern, like the Southern swag of rap and what we all love now. Like who was it? Willie D and them started out with Jay Prince. It was the who was it? The Ghetto Boys. So yeah, they didn't pay the Southern rappers no mind. They had to get it out of the mud. They had to get it from building their own structure. They had to get it out, to pull themselves up from the bootstraps because they didn't have no distributors. Because a lot of times stuff have value to it, but because those people don't want to back it, that's with anything. They don't want to back it, so they've pretty much try to control like what pops and what don't. Like you have a lot of movies and stuff that are the Sundance festivals, and you have the movies that's on Tubi and stuff like that. A lot of those movies I've been studying and researching. There's a lot of good movies that are produced and stuff by people that's not in the clique of being backed by the big time small hats and stuff. But these are very good movies because I've done my diligent research, and even a lot of the book authors. A lot of the book. I'm a published author. I'm a published author myself. So a lot of times when you're not in certain groups, and it ain't even just about skin color. It is, but it's not. If you're not in certain groups and certain circles, and you haven't done certain things, a lot of times you don't get into those clubs. So with the rap music and stuff like that, they had to get it out of the mud, Jay Prince and all of that. Now I don't agree with all that stuff that they do. I'm not saying I agree with, the other things. I don't agree with women being, pimped and all that. But at the same time, um, I don't think Adam 22 got no right to be talking to nobody baby mama about what they did when he is actually, I mean, doing that with his wife, like, pretty much, and ain't no telling who else. So I don't understand how he can judge this guy, Sauce Walker, about what he's got going on with his baby mama when he got problems with his wife. I mean, he pretty much doing the same thing with his wife. Just because you married to somebody and it look like it's okay, it don't mean that that's okay, and it don't mean that the woman is in always in agreement with it. She probably not even getting a big portion of that money that he made off of making those corn films with her. So I'm like, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. Now we don't know what go on behind. I'm not a condoning it. I don't think I'm condoning any of this. I'm not with none of this. I'm not with none of that culture. I don't think that it's right. But at the same time, I don't see how a pot could be calling the kettle black. Now we don't have no proof that he is doing any of this. You can abuse somebody more than just putting your hands on 'em. Yeah, it's wrong to put your hands on somebody and choke people and choke them out and all this. My problem is, they always trying to make it seem like a certain group of people is doing all this stuff, but where did it come from? And why ain't we talking about the Epstein Files anymore? Why Jay-Z in there twice? I mean, they villainizing. Yeah, we got some issues. It's color. It's not. But what is this? What's going on? I mean, why are we worried about certain people when they not even getting the people that they should be getting that's in these political offices and stuff? Shouldn't Jay-Z be locked up or executed or something? Well, didn't they say Jay-Z was the one that they sent out to get the niggas in check when we screaming too loud? They sent him out to get us under control, the house nigga, and he was in the file. Why ain't nobody talking a lot about it? This man was in the, this man was in the Epstein. Matter of fact, what was he doing to the underage girls? Like, duh, like, these people been doing this stuff. Like, these people been doing all this stuff to women and children. And okay, so what? We're gonna distract and focus on certain people when, yeah, they might be doing dirt or might be doing this and that, but sometimes these women, like, yeah, like they may be young and naive, and it's wrong. It's been wrong. Hell, this has been going. Men been this the pimp and the hoes been going on for thousands of years, and it's not right. It's not right. The government got cool. That's what I'm saying. The government, it's okay for the government to have COINTELPRO and COINTELPRO and to send these women out to get these men. They send women out as agents to give these men diseases and different stuff. That's why all these diseases is in these communities. It ain't because people are stupid. It ain't because people are not. Yeah, they are very promiscuous, but we didn't have all this mess going on back in the days. I'm talking about before my time. My parents and them, they didn't have to deal with all these diseases. A lot of this stuff is done by design too. I believe that's my opinion. I mean, good God, like, this is ridiculous. So the government, it's okay for them to do stuff. It's okay for them to send people out and to have psyops and stuff. But when you know what I'm saying, I don't know. It's just, I don't think that he should be judging the guy. Even though, yeah, the guy might not be right. It's not right for him to do this and that. But how do we know? Like, sometimes these women be down with this stuff. If a woman thinks she can make $30,000 or $40,000 in a weekend after they get a BBL, you think they ain't gonna be down with it? I mean, I know some women. It's some women that's not down with that kind of stuff. They ain't with it. I know women that's not with it. But I'm saying most women in a big city, like that, and they feel like, they can get with certain people and stuff. They're gonna be down to do whatever. And I believe that he said he supplied most of these rappers. I believe that. Honey, I believe it because I've been around A-list celebrities. I've been around those those famous people and those ball players and stuff, and those people really are dead excited to get with women. Like if they like a woman, they really are. You'd be surprised that how excited those people are to be around women that they're attracted to. Like they'll do nearly anything. I done been in situations where I was at a party won't no NFL. No, not NFL, NBA. And those guys was telling me what kind of cars they had and how rich they were. And had that been anybody else, they'd have been like, "Oh Lord, let me see." I was like, you know what? I'm just a fat girl eating me some chicken, and I'm trying to get drinking some Hennessy. I am trying to get up out of here. And number one, I was in a relationship which most people wouldn't have cared, but I know I had a lot of haters around me too, and I know that like them being in town for the weekend versus me messing up a marriage, that wasn't. I'm not that stupid to think, well, this ball player, I can run off with him and we're gonna, what I'm saying, have something serious, which, I've had him try to date me, like seriously date me, but at the same time, I don't want that kind of competition. I'm being honest. That is too much trouble for me. You should see the women that get out. People, I don't know what's wrong with people, but if you would see the people that follow these famous people around, and if you would see the amount of women that's lined up for them, it gave me actually anxiety to the point where I was like, no, no, thank you. I had agoraphobia back then, kind of bad. I don't have it like that now, but I cannot deal with that much attention. I don't want to be seen that much. I don't want to have to compete like that. I ain't even gonna lie. That ain't even I don't even know what the word is for that. Those people have so much access. I'm telling you, I seen it with my own eyes. Those people will like you and they will be interested in you, but it's no possible way that they won't cheat because they have so much. Like the average man might got access, but they got so much access. I seen it with my own eyes more than once. I have seen it. Like I have seen the access that these people have to women, different diversities of women, and they'll say, "Well, I like you, and I really think you special and this and that." But like, how special could I be when you're tempted all the time? So I won't into that. Me, I be thinking like about a lot of stuff. So I think too much. I think, but I've had several opportunities to be in the proximity of those A-list celebrities, and I have turned it down. And it's funny that each time that I was in those situations, I was in kind of serious relationships and I didn't cheat, but I ain't gonna sit here and say I didn't think back like damn, but I can say I was, what I'm saying, I didn't go for it, but at the same time, I didn't see where it was a opportunity like to make me feel special because I was thinking like these guys, they're really thirsty and it seemed like they just be having fun. Like they do this all the time. So I'm like, this ain't nothing special to them. They do this. This is regular life. So no, it's not it wasn't my cup of tea. But at the same time, most women would have been to the point where they would have did anything to get with those type of guys, and they'd have been like, look. I gotta have some money, so I'm trying to make this quick 30, 40,000. Maybe back then it won't even. Hey, these people got money, so and when you meet these people, they're telling you that they got money. They're not just telling you like I'm a nobody. They're like, oh, I'm already signed. Here go my information that I'm already signed with the NBA, or I'm a A-list celebrity, and I got this and that, and I got these cars, and I got a. That's how they talk to. That's how they was talking to me. They was trying to, and they be trying to show receipts. So I'm like, this ain't no lie. Like these people got like, I got my car, I got my Lambo out here, and I got this car at the house, and I got a few houses. That's how they talk. But anyway, I don't see how Adam 22 could be. Maybe I'll tell y'all some serious stories with receipts. But I don't see how Adam 22 could be talking about Sauce Walker when he is actually doing the same thing with women and his wife. I don't agree with that lifestyle. I don't agree with that going on, but unfortunately, most of those, a lot of those, a lot of those Caucasian men, they into that stuff. I ain't saying all of them are, but those ones with money, they get real weird. Like Like, and everybody's like, oh, a lot of those politicians are married to like ex the what is it, strippers and call girls and mail order. I mean, they get real weird with their stuff, and they clean these people up and marry them, and I don't know. It's just crazy. And I Jay Z, he just need to go somewhere and sit down. Age ain't nothing but a number, but they shouldn't have let him come out there looking like that. But I guess he had to do his full moon Sagittarius ritual to see if he's still relevant, honey. Cause he just, I don't know. I ain't never really felt him like that. I mean, if you listen to all his music, he done stole all his beats from all the dead rappers. He destroyed DMX, Biggie, all them, Tupac. He done bought bit from everybody. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, he just an agent. You know what I'm saying? He been an agent all this time. They said he snitched on Jay Prince and them allegedly when they was trying to start their own distribution company back in the day, so they could be independent. Now I ain't saying that Jay Prince and Sauce Walker and all them is angels, because I know. I mean, I've been in that city, so I've seen the culture and stuff like that. I mean, I I can be like, oh well, these people did. I don't know what them people had to do, and I don't know what they had to get out of the mud. It seemed like they had to really get it. I mean, some people be like, well, it's not as bad as North Carolina. I don't. It seemed to me that it seemed to me like that they them people been through a lot. Maybe not all of them, but it seemed rough. It seemed like they had it rough. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't, but I ain't even going front. I came up kind of sheltered a little bit till I got breast and stuff, and then they started tripping on me. But I was kind of sheltered before I started, sprouting and stuff. They was nice. You know how I go. You know how I go with these women, these mothers, and these aunts and all this. Now it was cool a little bit before I started, but I didn't come up like I mean, I seen some of these kids have to come up in these inner cities and stuff like that. It seemed like it don't seem like that. Some of these cities and stuff, they didn't even have decent living situations and decent like water. I know I've been researching, and this is everywhere. This is everywhere. This is not just in the city. This is the water in the place I'm from is poisoned pretty badly. If you look on the map, it has some of the highest PFAS chemicals. But I've been noticing that some of these areas in some of these concentrated black neighborhoods, it's a lot of people that's passing away um with like cancers and stuff. Even the younger people, I've been seeing it, like how they talking about it and investigating, and they saying it could be the soil, it could be the water, the soil probably and stuff like that. So these are not very good living situations that some of these people coming up in. So I can understand the mentality, because I'm like, Lord, if I was raised like that, I would hope I wouldn't be in survival mode. I've been in survival mode and wasn't even raised like that. When you get in survival mode and you get in that reptilian mindset, you don't have compassion. When you get in fear mode and you get in a survival, because I try to understand and not be judgmental as I used to be when I was into religion. I used to judge and think that I was righteous, but I had to get humbled down. My ancestors had to sit me down a long time ago, and I had to realize that we are all one and work from more of a heart space. And my heart started growing. I guess my brain developed because I got on my own when I was like a teenager myself. So I guess my brain hadn't fully developed yet. So when my brain started to develop and I started becoming fully into being a woman, then my heart, my compassion and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was operating like, I don't know how, I don't know what. I mean, I thought I was doing it. Like I was in, I don't know, like I in zombie mode? Cause I'm trying to think like how in the world did I do all this and survive like I did without my brain being fully developed and make it? It had to be my ancestors. Cause honey, I was doing grown folk. I was being grown and I was still a child. I didn't even give myself I didn't even give sometimes I wasn't able to be the child that I should have been able to be because I was put in a grown person, because you know what I'm saying? So I can kind of understand like that survival mode. That's when that reptilian, because they say we have that mammal brain and the reptilian. When you in survival mode and in fear mode, that's when that reptilian energy kick in. You don't have a lot of empathy. You just about survival, and the compassion is not there like it should be. And that's how they want us to be. That's how they live off of us. When we're in that mindset, we're not compassionate. We're not working from the heart space. We're not nurturing. We don't have that unconditional, that love. That's where it said the earth is love in the heart space. And that's what they don't want. They don't want us to work from that. That letting things go. And then that forgiveness, you can forgive but you don't have to keep going through the bullshit either. You can just forgive and say, look, I'm not dealing with that no more. Like because people don't change a lot of times. You do. You might change, but most times people don't change. They just get set in their ways and learn how to hide the bullshit. But all I'm saying is everything being exposed now. You know what I'm saying? Like I see people talking about, oh, Jay-Z did it great. He did a great poet speech, and Lord have mercy. I don't know what that was. I think it was a ritual. It was a full moon ritual, like Asir the Duke of Tears said, because he's a Sagittarius born. What is it? December the 4th. So yeah, I believe it was some kind of full moon ritual of trying to see his relevance and show the elite his masters, his parasitic masters, if he was still relevant. And just talking about people that's kind of viral in the internet, like Jag. Well, who would ever thought Jay-Z in 2026 would be talking about Damon Dash and Jag, all the people he done. I'm surprised he didn't mention D Haven. All the people he done threw under. Well, I don't know about if he threw Jaguar under the bus, but I know Damon Dash. He felt spited, but this was good to him. I'm like, Damon Dash done waited 100. He done waited 80 years. He was waiting for this. The man he hoped that microphone don't stink. That man said that the man breath smelled like cinnamon doo doo. I said, Lord, I was on the floor with that one. I was on the floor when he said cinnamon. That man breath used to smell like cinnamon. Damon Dash chatty patty with it. He need to do comedy. He said he know his money funny because ain't no billionaire gonna. They not. Ain't no billionaire gonna do that. And what? Who let him come out there looking like that? Who in the world let that man come out? Come on now. Come on, babe. Beyonce. Come on. She must can't do nothing with him because come on now. He's supposed to came out there like Damon Dash said with a at least say I cut the I cut the locks off. Come out there with a Caesar cut, with a hat tilted to the side, with a little jerk. You know what I'm saying? Take us back to the 90s, but this ain't doing it. This ain't doing it. This ain't doing it. And and yeah, I don't trust. I don't know. I don't trust that. I don't trust people getting on no Adam 22 show talking about talking like that. I mean, I think you should go to seek the right authorities, because that's not a person to talk to about something like that after the way he be pimping his wife out. So I don't even know about it. But hey, and I like Drake. I do like Drake new music. I ain't even gonna hold you. I like Drake. I like that Janet song. And it do seem like he dropping some hits on some people and whatever, but hey, Drake be doing that. They said Drake being regular people DM. Drake get everybody money. They say Drake is the ultimate sugar daddy of this damn century. They said Drake buy all the women cars. They said you go spend time with Drake a weekend, he give you like 30, $40. Matter of fact, somebody told me when I was in that city, somebody he was having a party and I should go. What the fuck? I know. They was like, I'm like, what I look like going to a Drake party? Really? Somebody, yeah, we about to go. You should go. No, no, I should. No, I don't. No, 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 honey, no. But they say that's what he do. He trick like that. So, and then the women don't have nothing bad to say about him. I said, no one of them girls be getting them BBL. They know that they get the BBL. They his type, then he gonna drop that money on them. Shit. But I whatchamacallit said he got her the BBL, and he knew she was going. They were splitting the money down. And allegedly, she claimed that. That man. These men is that. Listen, I've been in that part. I've been around. I have not hung out there like that, but I know I've been there to know them guys are players. Them guys are players, and they really do be about that money. And they seem like the women. Women do be giving them money. I don't know, and I know that they probably, if he can get them women for free, and they gotta pay, of course they're gonna be jealous, because you got some men that they don't have to get the women no money. That women, what other men gotta pay for, I guess they get it for free. So I guess you know what I'm saying, that would cause hate or whatever. But hey, they say the player changes, the game don't never change, and I just don't think that he should be the one trying to bring him down when he doing the same thing with his wife. And I know people have baby mama, baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before too. But hey, she gotta get it how she live. He gotta get it how he live. And um, I just don't think that. I think that that's not the person that she is. In my opinion, she should not be going to no ad. But he got a big platform, and she's done got with people like Drake and up her, like seemed like how the Kim did with Ray J. She done upped her status. Now she messing with a famous rapper, and he relevant. So yeah, that's good publicity and attention. And she on OnlyFans. So hey, you know what I'm saying? She gotta get it how she live. I'm just saying he shouldn't be trying to judge nobody and giving advice to nobody when he's sitting up there done made all them millions of dollars off his wife, and they claim she allegedly she won't get no money out of him. So that's all I want to say. That it's the house niggas, ninjas, distraction and agents. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this stuff been going on. They been yeah, you got a lot of other races doing it, but they been pimping they women out. They Matter of fact, what is it? Winston Churchill? It was one of them people that Bill Clinton made the woman one of his put her in his political office. She was a prostitute, and her husband knew it. He would send her out to be with these men. The one that Bill Clinton made, it was one of them church. I think it was Churchill. That lady that Bill Clinton made his secretary or something. She used to be work for the government and be a prostitute and go out and get information from men. That's what she would know to do. Her husband even know she would doing it. And that's what they did with a lot of their women. A lot of their women was what I call it, COINTELPRO. They would send the women out. The agent women would go out. And that's been going on. Even with the Moors, they would use their women and let them sleep with the Moors. And the Moors some of the Moors had started having babies by them over there in the United Kingdom. And the babies, they would take the babies and raise them, but the women couldn't raise up to nobility, but they would use their women to, they always did their women like that. So that, I mean, they can't talk about the brothers, because the brothers got it from them. In my research and in my opinion, they got it from them selling their women out. You know what I'm saying? Because they were the first sex slaves. They was, you know what I'm saying? So when you want to sit here and try to start thinking about, oh yeah, the black men and doing this, yeah, they be doing some stuff, but y'all be doing it too. But y'all dressing it up like, oh, that's my wife and she's in agreement with this and that. Man, it's the same crap. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the men do that. They sit there and they pimp their wives out, and they think it's okay because they married to them. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. All this stuff is a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. So I don't understand how the pot could be calling the kettle black. I don't know. Jay-Z, that's all I gotta say. Just they need to be seeing what we need to be wondering about is him in them Epstein files, and how they said they use him to get the calm us down, the black community and stuff. He's a house nigga, agent and all that. So yeah, a lot of them are. They always trying to take the attention off of what they do and put it on certain people. When what's up with them Epstein files? And this has been Monster and Goddess. Please like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about this stream. And y'all have a wonderful day.